What is going on, guys? It's Noodle House here, and we are back on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Archie's dead, so we need to investigate. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to quickly clear the crime scene. We can't have any tables in the way. Tables are notorious for interfering with crime scenes, so that's why we're doing this. No other reason. Just clearing crime scene, not working towards a trophy at all. Right, Angie's body first of all. Angie's body. She's laying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a close look?
Okay.
Yeah, I was planning to. And hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki doesn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She had no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Okay, let's look at the Necronomicon first. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim. This is the motive for the Necronomicon. Archie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right? Yeah, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. The Necronomicon... I'm going to read this in my announcement first. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it is not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, then label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution even. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait after a while. You should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Aren't you really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Cool. So, the 4 effigies hung upside down make this scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the ceiling, from the exposed beams on the ceiling. If I remember correctly, Angie made all these wax figures. Is this rope from the warehouse? I believe so. And that means there won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look and sound like real people, not just their faces, but their bodies too. The old artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is the effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? Not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must have been some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? Can we actually look at the effigy itself? No. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yep, can we go? Yep, okay, yep, okay, yep. Cool. So, the only thing left to look at, really, is her body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck, a sneak attack most likely. Then, what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her head before stabbing her from behind. But her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these 2 wounds? Huh? What's wrong, Maki? Move. Maki pushed me aside and lifted down Angie's body up by the shoulder. What's this doing crumping underneath the body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? No, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hair stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Archie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Archie's hair on it. What could this mean? I'm surprised you spotted this, Marky. It was hidden under her body. It is particularly visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. Oh, well, that's true. Even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it. Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpse, Marky. Huh? Do you want to die? Sorry, joking, couldn't resist. You don't need to apologise, I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though. Okay, so... Can we check the back door real quick, just to make sure? This door is the lab's back door. This door is a silent lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one's used this door since we came in here, I believe Archie locked this door when she came in. It's been locked ever since. Oh wait, what's this? Look, there's something golden shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Golden shiny, could it be?
Is that alright?
Marky, may I see you for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock. You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock would slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it, this could be an important clue. Okay.
Well,
I'm curious about the rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door we used to enter the room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a close look at it. Marky walked over to the front door. Can I look at the sword in particular? I can. A katana stabbing Sakai's wax effigy.
Damn it.
Who did this and why?
got a minute?
Let me see. Marky nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah,
Oh wait, this is crazy and you can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Marky paid no mind to protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this?
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the one that was on display in the anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
You're probably assuming the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed anything more suitable weapon.
Could it be...
Perhaps because Kyo's lab is on the same floor, they just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry. Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any weapons of this length.
Huh?
Ah, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using the katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Archie's was. But how did they all know this? Anyway, the gold leaf from this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off this easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Marky scolded me, then stood in front of the Kaidi's effigy.
Hey.
Going to put the katana back where you found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Ah, thank you. I averted my gaze and Marky stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way,
Even so, why was the weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there was better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then, what's the reason for this? I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where the weapon came from. We might find a clue there. The old anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from this room. Okay. So that is everything from this area. We want to look at now the door. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Oh, maybe I need to speak to her then.
hey.
Just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you sure the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. It's just another locked room one. It's always the third one. Why isn't the third always locked rooms? Always locked rooms. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kikichi picked the lock to open it. Kikichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. There, open sesame. So he picked the cylinder lock to open.
Hey.
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
It's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside, but Monokuma Cubs took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Mondam swiped the key from Monofani and lifted it to his mouth. Nom. Ah, he ate it!
Then
So Kikichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct, only Kikichi would have been able to lock and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from the inside of the room. Not necessarily, just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the door got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Okay. Still, strange the front door and back door have different locks. The front door we came in from has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
this.
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
Right.
Yeah, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monokubs, so both doors could only be opened from the inside. But only if you wrote Kikichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door and go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly,
That's true. Also, he appears at an oddly convenient time when we try to enter the lab ourselves. He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Okay. Do I need to speak to these guys? Bussy Brain Beauty, it's all figured out. Huh, you mean you know who the culprit is? Huh, the culprit? Fuck that!
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her? Hey, wait, goddammit, are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me, listen. Okay. If you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know you're all dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the purpose of the ritual or another purpose? But I figured out, it's just one glance, there's these diversions. Don't know why I'm reading that like a Monokuma. Diversions?
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used the wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How the fuck should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job? You're a waste of time. Maki turned away and walked away. I can't say I blamed her. Huh, what the hell's her problem? She on a rag or something? So why'd you make these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. Let's say the devil's in the detail, you know. Let's just get out detail they really are. Hey! Mio tries to look up the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that! Why, what? I just seen this doll's wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited your dead girlfriend's a doll now? I feel like wax dolls so much, go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Marky. Talking to Mio is a waste of time. That really was a waste of time. I guess that speaking to all of these is a waste of time, right? Blame Tenko.
That's true.
Yeah, blame Tenko basically. Oh, okay. Well, that was a piece of evidence. Probably shouldn't have skipped that. I'm sorry. Basically, you should blame Tenko. Makes sense.
why?
A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even. Why do you think that?
Right.
Because during council made rule we no can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. You really think that everyone would go along with that rule? But it's a tourist rule. Anji said he'd punish us if we don't follow his rule.
But
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they want? Anji was also working here at night. Huh? She was? No way. Student council would never break home rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in their own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Anji got attacked while she's asleep in her room and get brought here. If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry Anji, Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Okay. Well, we're finally done with this room, so I'm going to end the episode here. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel. as I upload every day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.